What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nico, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys these are my latest purchase from Dr. Martens. They are the Dr. Martens Sinclair platform boot. I've always wanted a pair of Dr. Martens platform boots, but I just never thought I could pull them off. I thought they'd look goofy on me, so I never even bothered to try them on. But I finally pulled the trigger last week. I ordered these online without even trying them, and they just came in the mail. I got them yesterday. I tried them out for a bit. So in this video, I'm going to run you through the boot itself, the different features, the things I like and I dislike, as well as my first impressions of the Sinclair platform boot. And at the very end of the video, I'll have some on-feet video just to show you guys how they look on me. So from afar, the Sinclair platform boot looks like your Jadon boot, which is the sort of the standard platform boot. But once you look up close to the Sinclair boot itself, you see where the differences come in. So one of the first big differences is that it is made with this pebbled leather, which is a little bit softer, a little bit more plush than the standard soft leather or the standard smooth leather that you get with the Jadon or your regular Dr. Martens. It also has this cap toe detailing here in the front. So you have those 3 extra stitches with a little bit more leather here in the front. And the biggest detail is the one you can see here, which is the front zip. Now, one thing to note about this front zip mechanism is that it is actually detachable. It is not permanent. They are attached using the laces. So you can see the laces here in the front. Those are actually to hold this zipper piece in. And the good thing about that is if you do not want to use the zipper piece, you can use them as regular laces. You can just lace them up regularly. And honestly, that's what I'm planning to do myself with these boots, but I will get to that a little bit later. In terms of the heel itself, it is the standard double stacked heel that you would get. So if you look closely, you can see that it does look like they are 2 heels combined together. It almost looks like it has its first sole and then the second sole is just attached, which I actually do think that's what they do with these boots. It's not just one thing. They attach one first and then they put the second one. I could be wrong about that, but I believe I saw a video of that quite a while ago. Other than that, it's pretty much, it has your Dr. Martens features. It has the yellow laces here. Nice feature to have. It's got your airwear pull tab, and they are actually quite comfortable for what they are. Some of my first impressions are that, again, they're very comfortable for what they are. It's got the double sole, so they don't bend as much, which I thought would be very uncomfortable, but it's not so bad. It's a little bit stiff when you're stepping on or when you're walking, but again, it's not that bad. Secondly, the sides, the pebbled leather construction is much more comfortable than your standard smooth leather Dr. Martens. They're much more plush, so they don't squeeze you too much. They're very, again, soft and comfortable, making them easier to break in. In fact, in terms of the upper part here, I haven't had any discomfort. Actually, even including the front, I haven't had any discomfort with this boot at all. Now, the one thing that did give me discomfort is this heel part itself. Now, these are usually reinforced with any boot, really. They're a little bit harder. But one thing to note about having this zipper mechanism in the front is that it's much harder to control how loose or how tight the actual boot is. So what I found was that parts of the boot were actually not tight enough. So my foot was slipping in and out of the boot just a little bit, but enough to just rub my heel. Now, I don't know if that would have happened if I had the regular laces on and just super tight, or if it's just part of the break-in process, but that's just one thing to note. After probably 30 to 40 minutes of walking, I did get blisters in the back of my heel. I do think that when I put the laces on, the regular laces on instead of the zipper mechanism, then that might go away, but I just got those blisters, and that's just something to note. Now, one thing I do like about the zipper, and one of the reasons why I got this, was because it's so much easier to put on than your standard lacing setup. You can just unzip and you can literally slide your foot in, and then you can zip that back up. It's super easy, but if I can't figure out how to tighten these boots, then I will go to your standard lacing setup. Overall, I really like the boot. It doesn't actually feel like I'm wearing platforms when I'm wearing them. They actually just feel like your regular Doc Martens boots. They even look like your regular Doc Martens boot unless you're looking very hard. Maybe that's just for me because I'm not, I'm not too tall, but I'm not too short either. So they almost look like a chunky boot. They don't look like a super high platform like you get with a lot of other shoes. And that's one thing that I do like about them. And I might actually look to get more platforms when I'm buying Doc Martens in the future. That's how much I like having this little bit of extra platform to the boot itself. So that's it, guys. Those are my first impressions with these Doc Martens Sinclair platform boots. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys in the next one.